They were titans of strength, speed, and skill, cheered by millions and feared by opponents.
I keep telling you, I'm your three-time champion, because I'm the Macho Man, and I'm dominating the game. It's my time, Macho time.
On the field, they were unstoppable. Some were rising stars, moments away from greatness. Others were legends, taken at the height of their fame.
Shorthand 911, where's your emergency? Hello?
These weren't tragic accidents or illnesses. These were murders. Stick with us till the end. This is professional athletes who were murdered. What happens when a rising NFL star confronts danger in the one place he should have felt safest, home? Sean Taylor was more than just a hard-hitting safety for the Washington Redskins. Drafted 5th overall in 2004, he was a two-time Pro Bowler and earned the nickname Meast, half man, half beast, for his fierce playing style.
He could have been the greatest safety of all time.
Off the field, he was quiet, devoted to family, and respected for his community work. In the early hours of November 26, 2007, intruders broke into his Miami home. Sean, recovering from a knee injury, heard the commotion and tried to protect his fiancée and 18-month-old daughter.
He was home with his girlfriend, Jackie Garcia, and their 18-month-old daughter.
He was shot in the leg. The bullet severed his femoral artery. He was rushed to the hospital and underwent emergency surgery, but died the next day, just 24 years old.
Sean was an instant fan favorite from his first day with the team, and undoubtedly will live on forever in the memories of us who had the privilege to watch him play.
5 men were arrested. It was a botched robbery. They hadn't expected him to be home. Sean Taylor was honored by fans, teammates, and the league. The Washington Redskins retired his jersey number 21 in his memory. His story resonated across the NFL, sparking tributes and a lasting legacy. Forever 21, forever missed. Soccer match cost you your life. Andres Escobar, known as the Gentleman of Football, was a national hero in Colombia, calm, humble, and revered for his clean style of play. In 1989, he helped Atlético Nacional win the Copa Libertadores, the first time a Colombian club had claimed South America's most prestigious trophy. By 1994, he was a core figure in Colombia's celebrated Golden Generation. But on June 22, 1994, during a World Cup match against the United States, Escobar accidentally scored an own goal. Colombia lost the match and was eliminated from the tournament. 10 days later, on July 2nd, Escobar was confronted outside a Medellin nightclub. As he tried to defuse the situation, a man pulled a gun and shot him multiple times. According to widespread accounts, though sometimes disputed, the assailant shouted, "Goal!" with each shot. Escobar was just 27 years old. His funeral drew thousands, a testament to his beloved status in Colombia. His death exposed the violent grip of cartels on Colombian football, sparking national outrage and sorrow.
We'll see each other again soon, because life does not end here.
To this day, Andres Escobar's grace under pressure remains immortal. The Andres Escobar Fair Play Award was established in his honor, ensuring his legacy endures as a symbol of dignity and sportsmanship.
You hear gunshots, as many as 10, 11 gunshots, and this is, him getting murdered.
What if the person you once loved plotted your murder and succeeded? Lorenzen Wright stood 6 feet 11 inches and was known as much for his heart as his height. Drafted 7th overall in 1996, he played 13 seasons in the NBA, most notably with the Memphis Grizzlies.
Sí, en el partido que está haciendo.
Off the court, he was a devoted father, community advocate, and Memphis icon. But on July 19, 2010, Lorenzen vanished after visiting his ex-wife. A chilling 911 call, made by Lorenzen himself, captured the sound of 11 gunshots before the line went dead.
Startown 911, where's your emergency? Hello?
10 days later, his body, riddled with bullets, was found in a wooded area.
Once Memphis police were notified, they traced the call and found the body in a remote meadow. Unfortunately, it was 9 days after the murder.
The truth stunned the nation. His ex-wife, Shara Wright, and her accomplice, Billy Ray Turner, conspired to kill him for money and revenge. Shara collected $1 million in insurance and was sentenced to 30 years in prison. Billy Ray Turner received a life sentence. The case rocked Memphis and the NBA community, sparking tributes and a renewed focus on Wright's positive legacy. Lorenzen Wright's memory lives on, a gentle giant taken by betrayal, remembered for how he lived, not how he died. How does a football legend's story end not on the field, but in silence with a single gunshot? Steve Air McNair was one of the toughest quarterbacks the NFL had ever seen. From Alcorn State to MVP honors, he led the Tennessee Titans to a near-miraculous Super Bowl comeback against the St. Louis Rams, redefining what it meant to be a dual-threat quarterback. With over 31,000 passing yards and 174 touchdowns, he was both feared and admired. But on July 4, 2009, McNair was found dead in his Nashville condo, shot twice in the chest and twice in the head.
Breaking news story we are following. We have just learned through multiple police sources that former Tennessee Titan Steve McNair has passed away. That's right.
Beside him lay 20-year-old Sahel Kazemi, his girlfriend, who had taken her own life after allegedly killing him in a storm of jealousy and financial stress. The murder-suicide stunned fans and left a family shattered. McNair's toughness had inspired a generation, but no one saw this ending coming. Tributes poured in from across the NFL, honoring his legacy both on and off the field. What happens when a star running back's homecoming turns into a final goodbye? Fred Lane was fast, on the field and into NFL history. After a record-breaking college career at Lane College, where he became the school's all-time leading rusher, he joined the Carolina Panthers as an undrafted free agent and stunned fans with over 2,000 rushing yards in just 3 seasons. He still holds several franchise rookie records. But off the field, Lane's life was unraveling. He was a father of 3 and at the time of his death had recently been traded to the Indianapolis Colts. On July 6, 2000, just after walking through the door of his Charlotte home, he was shot and killed by his wife, Deidre Lane. She claimed he attacked her, choking her and questioning the paternity of their newborn. Her anguish and terror captured in an 11-minute 911 call.
I think I shot him in the chest or stomach, and I think I just shot him again. I don't know. Please send somebody. There is blood everywhere. There is blood all over me.
She later pled guilty to voluntary manslaughter, citing years of alleged abuse. The judge, however, ruled her actions were premeditated and deliberate, sentencing her to nearly 8 years in prison. Fred was just 24 years old. Rest in peace. How does a national hero fall? Not in competition, but to a senseless street crime. Denis Ten made history for Kazakhstan. The figure skater dazzled the world with his artistry and grit, earning Olympic bronze in 2014 and medaling twice at the World Championships. He was also the 2015 Four Continents champion and a 5-time national champion, Kazakhstan's first to achieve such international success in figure skating. Denis wasn't just a skater. He was his country's pride and an ambassador for the Olympic movement. Off the ice, Denis was a musician, a silver medalist with a Kazakhstani choir at the 2002 World Choir Games, a writer, a photographer, and a dreamer. He choreographed his own shows and envisioned a future beyond the rink, working toward an MBA and inspiring others with his creativity. But on July 19th, 2018, that future was stolen. While confronting 2 men trying to steal the mirrors off his car in Almaty, Denis was stabbed in the thigh. He lost too much blood, over 6 pints, and died just hours later. He was 25.
Figure skater of Korean descent and former Olympic bronze medalist has been stabbed to death at the age of 25. Our Cheshi Young has more details.
The attack shocked the world. Kazakhstan lost a champion. The skating community lost a friend. The perpetrators were quickly caught and sentenced to 18 years in prison. Denis's funeral drew thousands, with public mourning in Almaty and Astana. The world lost a rising star too soon, a gentle soul whose legacy of passion and perseverance endures. What happens when the brightest lights of fame cast the darkest shadows? Hector Macho Camacho wasn't just a boxer, he was a spectacle. Flashy, fast, and flamboyant, he held world titles in 3 weight classes and defeated legends like Sugar Ray Leonard and Roberto Duran. With 79 wins and only 6 losses, he was as much a showman as a champion.
Good combination scored by Camachos. They'll be back. Down goes Famo for the left hand at the bell.
But behind the glitz was a troubled soul. Raised in Spanish Harlem, Camacho battled addiction, arrests, and chaos outside the ring. A 3-time Golden Gloves champion, he remained a fan favorite, a fighter who never stopped dazzling, even as his personal struggles made headlines.
I keep telling you, I'm a 3-time champion, because I'm the Macho Man, and I'm dominating the game. It's my time, Macho time.
On November 20th, 2012, Camacho was shot in the jaw while sitting in a car in Bayamon, Puerto Rico. The attack killed his friend and left Camacho brain dead. 4 days later, he died at age 50. The motive remains unclear, but drugs were found in the vehicle. The boxing world mourned a legend whose style and spirit captivated fans for decades. Camacho lived fast and hit hard. He left behind 4 sons, including Hector Camacho Jr., who followed in his footsteps. Even a fighter like Macho couldn't duck fate forever, but his legacy as a showman and champion endures. They pushed their limits, chased greatness, and made history in stadiums around the world. But long after the cheers faded, some were silenced in ways no one could have seen coming. From street corners to luxury homes, these weren't just tragedies. They were crimes that stole champions. Which loss hit you hardest, and how do you think their legacies should be honored? Share your thoughts in the comments. If this story moved you, like and subscribe for more powerful tributes that go beyond the scoreboard. Thank you for watching.